Hey there guys, Primus Reviews here, and today we're going to be reviewing the Transformers Dark of the Moon Studio Series 61 Decepticon Sentinel freaking Prime. Let's keep it together for the review, just keep it together. Now, if you haven't checked out my last video, please make sure to check it out, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and make sure to turn on post notifications so that way you guys don't miss a single upload. Now, when this figure was announced, I was happy but mad at the same time because I hate the character with all my everything, but just seeing the guy in the promotional arts was actually really cool, and he did look so screen accurate, and I think Studio Series did a great job with this guy. And honestly, even though he's not 100% perfect, I think that they did a really good job. Seeing the guy on the big screen for the very first time was actually really cool. We're getting to meet a new character. His name was Sentinel Prime, another Prime that's been on the moon for a very long time. No one told the Autobots about it, but just overall his character development was actually really cool, really fast paced, but I think it was good for what the movie was trying to do, and it succeeded, you know. And that's it. That's all I gotta say about this guy, because freaking if I keep going on, I'm gonna go on a rant about how this guy freaking stabs you in the back and freaking rips your heart out after you try. Now taking a closer look at the packaging, you do got the nice Transformers Dark of the Moon logo there. A really nice image of Sentinel Prime there. Studio Series 61 Decepticon Sentinel Prime. On the side of the box, you do got another nice image of Sentinel Prime there. On the back of the box, you do got a nice picture of the figure in its alternate mode in 32 steps. Yeah. On the other side of the box, you do got a nice up close image of Sentinel Prime's face, Studio Series 61, and he is a Voyager class, which I think they picked a great class. But there you guys go. Now let's take an up close and personal look at this figure. Now just taking a closer look at this guy, the head detail is amazing. One of the best head details in a Voyager class I have ever seen. Wow. Screen accurate wise is there. I do like the details on the beard, just wow. If you're going like this, you do got some nice detail on the inside, pretty cool. But just going down on the figure, it does look really good, and I think Studio Series did knock it out the park for screen accuracy wise, as this is one of the best Sentinel Prime figures we have ever gotten in a really long time. I do love the red color on this guy. Just simply amazing, and just all in all, they did a fantastic job. Really great job. Now the backpack, yes, the backpack is big, but I gotta say it's kind of screen accurate, because you know he did have these at the very end, but I wish they did compress just a tiny bit more, that way it'll be a better look. But other than that, it doesn't really bother me too much, as it does look screen accurate. But there you guys have it, man. Just wow. Studio Series did a fantastic job with the screen accuracy on this guy. Just overall, they did capture the screen accuracy of this guy, and wow, just wow. Now, this figure did only come with one accessory, so let's take a look at that now. Now, taking a look at his first and only accessory, here we have is his blade. Let's take a look at this thing. Pretty cool, really cool, and it does do a cool thing where it splits apart, just like that. So pretty cool. So you can basically dual wield it if you really wanted to, and I think he does do it. So I haven't watched the movie in like a really long time, but I'm pretty sure he does it when he is confronting Optimus in the at nighttime near the Abraham Lincoln thing. Well, whatever it's called, you know what I mean. But yeah, just all in all, pretty cool. Just really cool. It is like a dark gray. Wish they had more color, but like with every accessory so far, I wish it had more color. But yeah, there you guys have it. Now let's put it on, so that way you can see how cool he actually looks with it. Now the way you install his accessory is actually really cool. You take any, you know, arm you want. I'm gonna go with his right arm as always, and his hand is already gonna have a hole right there as always. And what you're gonna do is you are gonna split it apart like so, and you're gonna turn it around so that way that that this gray part is facing like this, basically, just like that. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna place the first part here, and it should just go in very securely, like so. There you guys go. And then you're gonna take the bottom piece here, and it's gonna have a little peg right there, and you're just gonna plug it in like so. It is kind of fiddly, but once you get it on, it does look really cool. And there you guys have it. There you have him holding his really cool looking blade-em-a-bob. All in all, fairly cool. I think it does look really great with this guy. Like I said, I do wish it had color, like a little bit of silver or just white, that way to make it pop. But it is what it is. But I think it does look great all in all. Standing at about wow, that's embarrassing. Standing at about roughly 7 inches tall, maybe a little past 7 inches, I think he is a great size for a Voyager class figure. Now for some comparisons, here he is to my last review, the Studio Series Revenge of the Fallen Soundwave, so that way you guys can see how they would look together. And yeah, pretty cool you guys have there. Now I do have the Dark of the Moon Soundwave, so make sure to stay tuned for that review. But there you guys have that. Here he is next to the Revenge of the Fallen / Dark of the Moon Sideswipe. There you guys have that. And yeah, deluxe class, Voyager class, but I think they both do look great together, as they do capture the essence of how they look like in the big screen, and it does look really cool. Here he is next to my leader class, Transformers Dark of the Moon Shockwave. That way you guys can see that there. And yeah, Shockwave is a leader class, and Sentinel Prime is a Voyager class. But there you guys have it. Probably leader classes are a little bit bigger, but just a lot more detail, a lot more work into them. And Voyager classes are a little bit smaller. But there you guys have that. And I think they both look great together, man. Wow, Studio Series is capturing how they looked in the big screen, and it does look really cool. And for my last comparison, here he is next to Studio Series Autobot Ironhide. Oh boy, okay, I can do this. Anyway, I think they did a great job capturing the essence on how they looked on the big screen. Really cool. They got almost everything right, and wow, it looks like they just jumped out the big screen and came right into your hands, and it does look really cool all in all. But yeah, there you guys have it. Those are all the comparisons I have for now. I'm just letting you guys know right now that when Ironhide died, I was bawling my eyes out. I mean, bawling my eyes. Remember, I was a kid, okay? I was a kid, so you can't get mad at me and say, oh, but you're a grown man, you know, crying. Dude, I was a kid. This movie came back in 2011. I was a kid, so I bawled my eyes out. I mean, I was crying. This was the first movie that ever made me officially cry. Take that into consideration. The first movie to ever make me cry was this movie. Wow. I hate you, Sentinel Prime, with so much. I hate you. Now for articulation, the head is on a really tight ball joint. You can look up that far and you can look down that far. His arm can move out. Bicep swivel. Bend at the elbow, and he does have wrist swivel, but it's super tight. So if I were you, I keep moving that so that way you can loosen it up. He does have a waist swivel, which is really cool. A little limited, but it is just enough to where it doesn't get me too mad, so it's pretty cool. His leg can extend out that far, and it can only move back that far because, again, the backpack, but it is what it is, I guess. There's really no way you can hide that. You do got a thigh swivel? No thigh swivel? Knee swivel. At least you got a knee swivel. Bend at the knee, and he does have a toe bend. Really cool. And if you notice, his feet are angled to where it already is in a pivot motion. It is kind of hard to see on camera, but when you have this figure, or if you do have this figure, his feet are in a pivot motion. It's not a lot, but it is a little bit, and it does help a lot. Now, posability on this guy, I'm not gonna lie to you, it is not the best. It is really not the best. For Voyager class, it is not up to standards. It feels like a really clunkered deluxe class figure. I just think all in all that the deluxe class Sideswipe has more posability than the Sentinel Prime, which is really weird, but it is alright. You know, it is limited a little bit, but there you guys have that. And yeah, all in all, limited posability, not that great. Now, here is where I am going to cut it off and show you guys his very screen accurate alternate mode, his Rosen bar firefighting technology. Yeah, there you guys have that. So, let's take a look at his alternate mode. Holy cow. This looks really amazing and so screen accurate. Holy smokes, man. Wow, the Studio Series outdo themselves and just made one of the most screen accurate alternate modes ever. Wow, just wow. Just taking it up close, and wow, the Studio Series outdo themselves this time at making one of the best Sentinel Prime figures ever made. Just ever. Wow. Wow. I love the red. I love the white. I do wish he had a little bit more paint, like a little bit more silver here and there. But wow, man, just taking a look at the top row, just wow. Even the back has the ladders and stuff, which is pretty cool. I do wish they were painted silver again, but it is what it is. But yeah, just wow, man. Look at this fire hose as well. Pretty cool, man. Wow, I do love how they made a see-through plastic here. Pretty cool as well. On the bottom, you honestly, you would have to really squint your eyes and be like, oh, I don't like it. No, this is truly amazing. Wow, one of the best alternate modes I have ever transformed and have ever seen. Just wow, man. Just wow. This alternate mode looks so screen accurate, and they just did a fantastic job. And another cool part is he does feel sturdy. Everything is locked into place fairly well, and just wow, it feels like a brick. And it does roll. Pretty cool, man. I love it when the vehicle forms roll, because it does look really cool. Now, he did shrink in size, of course, as he now stands at about roughly 2 inches tall, but it is what it is. Here he is next to Sideswipe. So you guys can see that there. Here he is next to my last review, Soundwave. That way you guys can just see how that works out there. Here he is next to Shockwave. That way you guys can see that as well. And last but not least, here he is next to Ironhide. Oh boy, I'm never gonna get over this, by the way. Ever. Like if you guys think I'm gonna get over it in 20 years, no, I will never get over it. Never. Ever. Anyway, there you guys have it. Really cool looking alternate mode. Just simply phenomenal. 316. It just really screen accurate, and I do gotta give them so much credit for this, man. And I do love the paint as always. And I do wish there was a little bit more silver in the alternate mode. As you can see, it's a little bland, but it is what it is. Maybe just silver here and there would have made it out 10 times better. But I'm pretty sure the budget wouldn't make them do that, as they would have to sacrifice another thing in order for them to get more paint. But it is what it is. But here's one last look at the alternate mode. That way you guys can just see how screen accurate this is and much of a brick it is, man. Pretty cool. Just wow. Alright, so here's where I'm going to cut it off and give you my overall thoughts and my overall grade. Alright guys, there you go. There you have the Transformers Dark of the Moon Studio Series 61 Decepticon Sentinel Prime. Now overall, I think they did an amazing job screen accuracy wise on making this guy the most screen accurate Sentinel Prime we have ever gotten. And they just knocked my socks off with this guy. They did an amazing job, and I can't thank Studio Series enough for making a screen accurate Sentinel Prime, as we've been begging for one for a really long time, and they did it. So for that, I do have to give this figure a solid 9 out of 10, and I hate saying that with a passion because I hate this guy so much. With all this, overall they did a fantastic job with this guy. Now let's talk about the cons. The only big con I do have with this guy is the limited posability. He is not posable at all. Basically, this is the best stance you're going to get him in, and that's it. Not lying, this is it. And that sucks because I really wish this guy had a lot of posability so that way we can make him do really cool moves. But basically, this is all you get. It's sad, but it is what it is. Maybe a little nitpick is I do wish he had more paint, a little bit more silver here and there to make him a little bit more pop. But other than that, I think this figure is an amazing figure, and I highly recommend you guys go get this guy. That is, of course, if you are able to find this guy, as he is really hard to find. And that's what I like about this guy. He's really hard to find, because when he first came out, he was really hard to find. And when you found him, you literally had to get him, and that was it. Whether you had no money or money, whatever, just you had to get him, because he just kept going out of stock so fast, because people really did want this guy. This guy is a really good looking figure. Now sadly, he's not available at Big Bad Toy Store or TF Source at all, but it is what it is. And yes, you did see that right, the price is high for this guy because he is that good. But if you were able to get him when he first came out, he was a good price, and for a very good looking figure, and it was worth it. Now 80 bucks, ooh, that's a little high, but if you guys do want a screen accurate Y Sentinel Prime, this guy is your best bet. But I will leave all the links down in the description down below if you want any other Transformer figures that you may like. And also, if you do want third-party figures, make sure to check out Shozy's store as well. Now, this guy did come with a DNA upgrade kit. It comes with his shield, a new, better and improved blade, and his gun that he did kill Ironhide with. So you have that there, yay. But if you do want the DNA upgrade kit, hopefully you find it, as it is out of stock as well at TF Source, and Big Bad Toy Store does not have it. So there you guys have that. But there you guys have it. Overall, this figure is really cool. The transformation to and from robot mode is really cool. It did not feel like 32 steps. It was super easy, but it will take some time for you to understand. But other than that, there you guys have it. This has been Primus Reviews. That has been Sentinel Prime. So remember to stay calm and keep moving on. So I'll make sure to see you guys on the next one. Movie accuracy wise, this figure does look amazing. Now, this figure is truly amazing. It is almost spot on to the movie, and I gotta give high praise.